Welcome back, guys. Luka Delić podcast, episode number 49, soccer, with my co-host Luka Delić. Okay, so I want to start immediately with the Real Madrid versus Liverpool game. And this goes way back. So listen, do you remember, Luka, when I was saying, listen, guys, the problem at PSG wasn't Messi, Neymar, it was Mbappe. Guys, where is Mbappe? ¿Dónde está Mbappe? Did you see his performance against Liverpool? It was disastrous. It was disgusting. He was nowhere to be found. Mbappe's performance against Liverpool, and also we can add Real Madrid in general, against Liverpool, they were nowhere to be found. ¿Dónde está Mbappe?
They didn't play well, and you also missed a penalty. Mbappe, man. Like, when you start playing bad like that and you're missing penalties, man. But Liverpool, man, I think they're the best team in Europe right now. Like, in the beginning of the season, like, Barcelona went to a crazy start, and Barcelona was the best team in the beginning of the season. Now I think what's happening with Barcelona is that they're very young. Like, if you take the average age is 24. That's very young, man. So I knew they were going to dip off a little bit. I still think they're the second best team in Europe, but Liverpool are the best team in Europe, man. And it surprised me, man, because, man, Arne Slot in that squad, man, they're rolling like crazy, man.
At the end, it didn't surprise me too much because, like we said, Jurgen Klopp left them an amazing team. And Barca, I think that Barca in a couple of years, they're going to be better than what Liverpool are right now because they have better talent. So that's what I see happening. But right now, this December 3rd, 2024, Liverpool are better than Barcelona. They're the best team in Europe right now.
But at the end of the year, I don't think that maybe they'll finish the best team in Europe. Maybe
Who,
not.
Liverpool?
I don't think maybe that they'll finish the year as the best team.
I think that they'll win the Premier League.
And just that.
Champions League, who else would you see winning the Champions League?
I think still Barcelona, man.
I don't think Barca will win the Champions League. I think they're too young.
But I don't have a feeling that Liverpool, like, I feel like Liverpool is having a good season, like a great season. Like, they're the fucking best team in Europe. But I don't know why. Like, I think, like, they have good players, but they don't have world-class players. Like, they're very, very, very good.
Well,
But you don't have, like, I don't know, like, you don't have, like, a Rafinha, like a Lamine Yamal. You don't have, like, a Vinicius. You have a lot of very good players. And they're just playing very good right now in the moment.
I think they have better than Barcelona right now. Barca have a better potential because Pedri is still very young. Lamine Yamal 17, he's very, very young. Rafinha, I mean, Salah is better than Rafinha, right?
But Salah's getting a little bit older.
Yeah, but still, right now he's better than Rafinha. In my opinion, Rafinha is amazing. Like I said, like for me, if he continues the way he's going, he can maybe be a contender for the Ballon d'Or. Maybe not win it, but he could be a contender because he's amazing for Barcelona and Lewandowski also. Lamine Yamal. But also Curtis Jones at Liverpool is sensational.
He's their best player.
TAA and Robertson, those wing backs are still amazing, bro. TAA's passing range and ability is sensational. It's truly wow. Watch the game against Man City and against Real Madrid. His passes, bro.
But even in 2019, man, when they were great, it was Andy Robertson and TA, man. Like those,
of course,
those fullbacks are crazy good, man. They're so
good. And then Van Dijk, bro.
And he's looking like 2019 Van Dijk right now.
Bro, Van Dijk, you know, I always, not that I hated on Van Dijk, but I always say, you know what, he's overrated. People comparing him to Sergio Ramos, to Puyol, to Rio Ferdinand, to Nemanja Vidic. But yeah, actually, he deserves those comparisons. Van Dijk
I don't think
is amazing. He's not as good as Ramos or Maldini, but for me, he's one of the greatest center backs to ever play the game, and one of the greatest center backs in the Premier League history.
Sure, man, but I feel like he played very good in 2019. Then we like. It's so weird, Liverpool. They were fucking amazing 2019. Then they were like out of the like best teams of Europe conversation for 5 years, and now they just came back. I feel like that's Liverpool. Huh? They always do that shit.
Yeah. Well, like they weren't. Let's say after 2019, they were the best team. That was crazy. They were sensational. But after those couple of years, they weren't as good as they are now or in 2019. But they were still finishing top four.
But no one was saying
contending for the best.
Yeah,
teams.
but no one was saying like, oh, they have a good chance in Champions League. They were just like, okay, they're
good
like
chance, maybe not win it, but good chance.
Yeah, like, but no one would say like they're my favorite to win the Champions League.
Yeah. It would be a bit of a hipster move to say at that time, oh, Liverpool are my favorite in 2021, let's say, whatever. But like I was saying, we're talking about, you know, for this Champions League, maybe Liverpool will win it, maybe Barcelona. Guys, what I fucking hate with Real Madrid. You see, right now we weren't talking about Real Madrid, but somehow they can sneak from behind and fucking win it.
But I think Real Madrid and Man City, they have clear technical problems.
Real Madrid and Man City, yeah.
Both of them,
Yeah.
it's not. You cannot fix that. You cannot fix it. You need to change. Like Man City in the last game versus Liverpool this weekend, they changed the lineup a lot. Like they put Rico Lewis in, they took out Guardiola, they put Akanji, they put they put Ake and Walker as fullbacks. Because Pep, he's seeing something is not working, and I feel like that is the same for Real Madrid. Like I saw Carlo Ancelotti say, we cannot put Mbappe striker. We need to put him on the left wing and put Vini striker. You need to change something because it's clearly not working. Because we're talking about the top end talent. Like Liverpool right now, the way I feel like technically, man, they're so sound. Like when you watch them play, man, the team together, they're fucking amazing, man. There's not one player. Like for me, Curtis Jones is the best in Liverpool.
Curtis
man.
Jones?
Man, I think he's the best player in Liverpool.
Curtis Jones is amazing. Szoboszlai is also amazing. Cody Gakpo is also very good. You said in the beginning he's really good also. Their midfield, I mean, they're really good. Liverpool,
but I think it's the midfield and the defensive. Like Salah, yes, he's scoring goals, but I don't. Salah, he's not making that team good, man. It's Curtis Jones and McAllister and Szoboszlai and those fullbacks, man, and also
that centre back Virgil van Dijk, Gomez, amazing players. And Liverpool, how they play, their counter attack is amazing, and their pressure is really good also. Really good. And we're talking
play
about
good as a team.
Really good as a team.
They don't have
Liverpool.
technical problems because Real Madrid and Man City, they have all the talent in the world.
Yeah.
Like you look
Especially
at the players.
Real Madrid.
You look at the players like, what the fuck? Like, how can you have that much talent? But as me, Andre, like at that level, you need to have a sound technical game plan and to play together in a nice way.
Of course.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a team. Like Germany has 4 World Cups. Name me their best player of all time. Beckenbauer.
Exactly.
A centre back. Beckenbauer.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys. But they have
Italy
4.
too. Italy too. Yeah.
But Italy have bigger players than Germany, and Germany have 4.
When they were winning in 2006, who did they have? Cannavaro was the beast.
Cannavaro,
Pirlo.
Del Piero.
But they always play good
Francesco
as a team.
Totti. A bit more than Germany. Germany, the biggest legend is a centre back, and it's Beckenbauer. And they have 4 World Cups because it's a team sport. It's 11 players, not 5 players or 3. It's 11 players.
Yeah.
Every single player is very important. For Man City, the problem is their midfield. It's their midfield. Rodri is out, and De Bruyne is slowly coming out of injury. Not having Rodri with their style of play is a big game changer. And in modern day football, having a good defensive midfielder is very fucking important. So I think that in Man City, it's their midfield the main problem. Because I saw the game against Liverpool, every single goal or every single opportunity that Liverpool had against Man City, it's because someone in the Man City midfield fucked up. Then, since Liverpool have an amazing pressure and amazing counter-attack, someone took the ball and straight to counter-attack. Every single time someone in the midfield of Man City fucked something up.
You see how important it is, man? I feel like building a good team, the last thing you should think about is having a good striker. Because forget having a good striker if you don't have a good defense, if you don't have a good middle, how the fuck are you going to get them the ball? Like the striker is just like the whipping on the cake.
It's like the cherry on top.
It's like the cherry on top. But you still need them to score goals. But if you don't have the good defense, you don't have a good middle, you're never even going to give him the ball. So why bother having a Haaland if you don't have a Rodri and De Bruyne to give it to him? You like you said, not having Rodri, they're constantly losing the ball in the middle. They can't even
constantly.
I saw the match versus Liverpool. They can't even get out of the half.
I know.
They're always stuck in there, and they're part of the field. There you see how Rodri is important, man.
Lack of creativity, lack of ball control for the midfield for Man City. They're lacking it, and obviously Rodri. I mean, people love to hate on him because he won the Ballon d'Or, but guys, Rodri is an amazing defensive midfielder, sensational. And when you're missing a Rodri, which he's after the defensive line, he's the first guy who gets the ball. So he's one of the most important midfielders in the team. And he's one of their best players, if not their best player. For me, it's still De Bruyne. But still, if you're lacking Rodri, and then you're lacking the guy who gives the ball to Haaland or to these wingers, which is De Bruyne, that's a huge problem. That's a huge problem.
Yeah, Man City and Real Madrid, they have clear technical problems, man. I don't know how they're going to fix it. I don't think they can fix it.
There's one thing I saw.
They're not going to fix it this year, I think.
It's really hard. Rodri's, he's out for the season, right?
Okay.
Rodri? Yeah. And De Bruyne's slowly coming back.
Yeah.
It's good. They'll have their offensive midfielder back. But you need a defensive midfielder or a central midfielder who can keep the ball, like Xavi. Xavi, when you gave him the ball, he could keep it for minutes. He will never lose it. Never. And Man City don't have that type of player. Let's say Real Madrid. Camavinga. In the beginning of the season, I said, you know what? I think I put Camavinga in my top 11 best players on planet Earth. And he said, oh, bro, I think you're going a bit hipster. Now I stand by it, confident and easily. He was Right now, Camavinga is the best player in Real Madrid. Right now. Mbappe, of course, is the best player, but who has the best like performance so far? It's Camavinga for Real Madrid. Against Liverpool, he was the only player who was amazing. And we can add Modric, who's 39 years old.
I think Real Madrid are better with Modric, and they're way better with Modric. And he's old, man. Fuck, they're gonna have to find a replacement for him soon, man. But Modric, man, he's a wizard.
Amazing.
They play so much better with him.
Well, listen, I didn't want to say it because I don't want people to say, oh, you guys are from Yugoslavia, so you guys are praising Modric just because, you know, he's also from Yugoslavia. But guys, let's keep it real.
That's straight facts, bro.
Even if he's 39, guy keeps on running. Yo, he's so creative. Right now, they don't have a player who can replace Modric. They don't. Bellingham, I also want to re-clarify. I know I hated on Bellingham. Oh, he's overrated a bit, yes, but he's amazing. But he's not the same player as Modric. Modric is like the creative genius, the wizard, like you said.
Yeah, like they have Valverde and Bellingham and Camavinga, but they're not Modric.
They're not Modric.
Modric was so important for when they won the three-peat, man.
Guy,
it was so important, bro. He was connecting everything, bro.
Thank
no,
you.
for real, man. He was
Thank you.
Man, like I know, and people say Toni Kroos, man, but man, Modric, Toni Kroos is very good also,
amazing.
But Modric was the
main guy.
heartbeat.
You remember
that team, man.
when I saw play at Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid in live when Atletico Madrid won like 7-0 or something, 7-1. Modric, that game, if you know football and if you know where to watch, you can see that the respect they were showing to Modric. Everyone on that team knew Modric is the boss here. Even Kroos, when he had the ball, he immediately thought, "Where's Modric? Let's give it to Modric and then let Modric direct the game."
Yeah.
Imagine when Kroos, a world-class midfielder, he knows, but I'm second seat in the midfield next to Modric.
He was second seat, man. And everyone knew it. Everyone on the team knows it. And Carlo Ancelotti put Modric back because he knows, man, that he's that fucking guy, man. He's just getting older. I don't know. But he's still running around a lot.
A lot, bro. Cardio is insane, bro.
He's
I don't understand, man. I don't understand.
He's such in good shape.
He's 39.
He's 39, man. And he's still playing for Real Madrid, man. And he's older than Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's Ronaldo's age.
And he's playing 10 times better than Ronaldo.
20 times better than Ronaldo.
He's playing in fucking Saudi League. Do you watch his highlights?
He ain't doing shit in Saudi League.
But he's not even good in Saudi League.
I know, he's shit. He's shit. And Modric, if we're being honest, Modric could right now be in the starting 11 for Real Madrid. And maybe he should.
For Liverpool too, he could.
For any team, actually. Actually, for any team, Modric right now could be starting 11.
It's crazy.
He's still that good.
He's so good. But it's going to be his last year, huh? That's what they say.
Probably.
Because he's too old, man, but he's so good, man.
But let's say, like you said, I want to track back when you said for the three-peat, when they won the three-peat at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Modric, I'm going to say right now, Modric for the three-peat was more important than Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's hard.
Ronaldo fans, come at me. Come at me, Ronaldo fans.
That's hard.
I don't give a fuck. Ronaldo fans, come at me. Modric was more important than Ronaldo for that three-peat and a better player than Ronaldo for that three-peat.
I would say 50-50. They were the two most important. That you cannot say anyone else.
I would say 60-40.
I would say 55-45 for Modric.
For Modric? Still for Modric.
But because Ronaldo in Brazil was crazy good, man. He was scoring goals like crazy, man.
Sensational.
I think you had Ramos, Modric, and Ronaldo, man. That connected the team like crazy. Because you had one of the best center backs, one of the best midfield, one of the best. So that's a complete team. And right now, they don't have a complete team.
Real Madrid,
Real Madrid, they have an old Modric. They need a young Modric for the team. They don't have it.
Where can you find him, though?
It's a one-generational players.
So good.
And then you have Man City, man. Like I think also that defense is shaky, man. They had Guardiola, they took him out, I think, because he's too offensive. And he's
very offensive.
He's too offensive a little bit.
But Guardiola is amazing. They should keep Guardiola. They need to keep him.
I don't know, man. But what did they need to do, Man City, then to have a better team, man? Fuck, man.
So we're talking about
Pep is switching it up, man, and it's still not working, man.
Of course, because right now they're lacking in midfield. They're lacking creativity and ball control. And I saw something on Facebook, which I actually agree. This could actually be smart. Imagine this, okay? MLS season is finished right now. Pep said we're lacking ball control, vision, creativity in the middle of the field, in midfield. Imagine if Messi was to come temporarily in Man City while MLS is out to help Man City in the middle of the field. Imagine Messi in midfield right now. He will be the best midfielder on planet Earth. And the best player.
If you surround Messi with those players that they're going to run and defend and everything, like he could succeed in that area, but you cannot put Messi in a team and ask too much of him. That's what I think. You cannot ask too much of him. Messi right now, he's almost the cherry on top. Almost.
No.
Almost.
You
need to have something around him, man.
Yeah, of course.
You cannot just like...
But Messi, if you were to put him in the middle of the field right now in Man City, It's not
You
gonna
need to
happen.
put him
I
false
mean,
nine. You
he's
can't put him in the middle.
No, you put him offensive midfielder. So
Okay, sure.
a bit lower than false nine.
Okay,
So
sure.
you have, let's say you have these wingers, then you have Haaland.
You need to have
and then-
Rodri behind him.
Then you have De Bruyne and Messi. And then Rodri behind.
You need to
Oof.
have Rodri behind. But I don't think he's going to stay in Miami with his family.
Of course.
Yeah.
But imagine, because they're saying, we're lacking, and no one has better ball control or vision or creativity than Lionel Andres Messi Cusitini.
And fucking Luka Modric is close, man.
Luka Modric is amazing,
And
man.
he should go down as a Real Madrid legend more
He
than
will.
Toni Kroos, man.
He will. Is he? Nah, there's Zidane. Zidane is the greatest Real Madrid midfielder of all time.
You think so more than Modric?
Yeah, he's better than Modric. Zinedine Zidane, he's better. I love Modric, guys. You know how much I love him, but Zidane's better. Zidane.
Possible. I didn't watch him play.
Yeah, no,
But
he's
I know
better.
when I watched the match versus Liverpool, I'm like, man, like Modric and Camavinga were the best.
Mm-hmm.
Were the best, man. They were the best. And I agree with Carlo Ancelotti, man. Put your best player in his position. Don't put Mbappe as a striker, man. That's not his
course.
position. You're fucking him up, man. He's your best player. Put him where he's good. As a
is.
striker, he's not good. He needs to touch the ball. It's hard being a striker because you're not touching the ball. You're waiting after the ball. You touch it a little bit. You have the ball. You need to act quick. Mbappe likes to touch it, to move, to feel it, to get into the game. But I don't think putting Vini as striker is better too, man.
No, it's not. But
They
the
need
thing
to do
is,
something,
the
man.
thing is, in my opinion, when you look at not who's in better form right now, but who's better, Mbappe is better than Vini. So how I see it, fuck it, you guys. I said you guys fucked up. You have way too many wingers. You don't have a number 9. You don't have a number 9. Barca have a number 9. Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Man City have a number 9.
Haaland. Very good.
Liverpool have a number 9. Cody Gakpo. Like everyone
And
has a
even
number
Salah,
9.
he's almost like a
Yeah,
9.
he's a very offensive winger.
Yeah.
He's not. Yeah, he's very offensive. But like I was saying, Real Madrid. You have Mbappe, Vini, Rodri, all of these players, but they're all fucking left winger. And out of those players, I mean, the best player is Mbappe. He proved it many times. I mean, he has a World Cup. He played amazing against fucking Argentina in the final of the World Cup. I want to fucking
he's
kill that
better than
motherfucker.
Vini, yeah.
How good he was. He's better than Vini in my opinion. He's better.
yeah.
So you have to put Vini in his position, which is left winger. He can play right winger, but he's a righty, so you put him left winger. And
You think Mbappe?
Mbappe. My
Mbappe
bad.
left winger.
Mbappe needs to play in his best position, which is the left winger.
And then Rodrigo and Vini need to go, man. Because you cannot put one of those guys a striker or a right winger.
Vini
Maybe
can play
Vini
right winger.
He can
could.
learn. Fucking just learn.
Before he used to play right winger. When he was new to Real Madrid and when he just arrived, he was a right winger.
Put Mbappe left. Put fucking Vini right, or play 4-4-2. I don't know, man. But like you cannot have one striker, one of those two guys. It's not made for them, man. So clear technical problems at those two teams right now, man.
Yeah, of course. And
But it would like Real Madrid could win Champions League, but they would surprise me like a motherfucker if they win, man.
How much? It would surprise me. It would surprise me, but not a lot, knowing Real Madrid's history.
No, like for this year, it would surprise me a lot.
But still, yeah, that's the
Because
thing.
technically, dude, they're not good, man.
Yeah, but still, they're still like, let's say in a La Liga,
they're close because now
but they
Barcelona,
have one game less. So I think if they win that game, I think they're first.
first or tied or close.
Something. But right now they're second, and they're very close to Barcelona.
Because Barcelona, they've lost a couple in a row and conceded a lot of goals. But I think they'll bounce back. That won't stay.
Of
I
course.
think Barcelona will win La Liga, man. Like
I hope so. As Barca fans, I fucking hope so. I would put my money on Barcelona to win La Liga this season. Also, they just had a game today. They won 5-1. So, I mean, they're still proving game after
and they're
game.
young, man. The average age
Very
of that
young.
team is 24,
That's
man.
very young.
They're so young, man. So we need to leave them time. But I like it also in EPL, man. You have Liverpool 1 and then Arsenal and Chelsea 2 and 3. That's cool, man.
yeah.
It like Man City is not as good, but it's okay, man. They won 4 years in a row. Like I find it cool now that we have like a Liverpool and maybe how things go. Maybe Arsenal or Chelsea could compete for that second spot. That would be cool, man. Like I don't mind having a Liverpool win it and fighting close with Arsenal and Chelsea. That's
course.
cool, man.
And Chelsea, recently they won 3-0. Palmer, an amazing performance. I just want to touch because let's say people are starting to doubt Palmer a little bit because maybe 2-3 games he wasn't as good as he was in the beginning. But guys, Palmer is still him. I mean, he's proving it. He's amazing. And because recently I saw, my friend sent me a post where right now, currently, what this media company thinks is that Palmer is 20th for the Ballon d'Or. I think that's just fucking crazy. I mean, so you're telling me he's 20th best player on planet Earth right now, Cole Palmer? He's easily top 5, bro. Like,
But they have a good team right now, man.
Chelsea?
They're playing good, man.
really good. Enzo Fernandez is playing really good.
Enzo Fernandez
Jadon
scored.
Sancho, really good.
Yeah.
I'm not, only
Nicholas
player,
Jackson, I like him as a
for
striker.
him, I'm not sure. That's the only player I'm not sure in
No, man,
Chelsea.
he's a good striker, man. Like,
But he misses a lot also.
Yeah, I know, but he plays a little bit weird. But I think I think, man, let him. He's a little bit rough. Let him be refined a little bit because he's still young. That Nicholas Jackson,
Very
and
young.
also that in Kunku, he's good. And Noni Madueke, he's very good friends with Cole Palmer, man. He's also very good. I think they have a very good team, man. Chelsea. I think in a couple of years, man, they can win the Champions League, man.
They could. I mean, Chelsea. I feel it's very similar to Barca. Very good players, very young players. Cole Palmer, Lamine Yamal. You know, then they're trying to build around.
Yeah.
And Chelsea.
Enzo Fernandez, Pedri.
And Chelsea locked Cole Palmer. Barca locked Lamine Yamal, and they're building around those two players. So I feel like they're in a similar situation. Very good. With very young players, and they're looking to be amazing in the future with older players, more experienced, and maybe even add more players.
And I think Man U, man, they're going to be good, man.
Man U?
They just won 4-0, man.
Against Everton.
Against Everton. But I like the lineup he's putting, man. And you're right, man. He likes Mason Mount a lot, man.
Of course, because Mason Mount is the best player in Man United. Like, as a player, he's the best player over there. And when I looked at Man U, I watched their highlights against a Swedish team, I forgot the name, in Europa League. Man U are missing a Xavi.
In the middle.
They're missing a Xavi. They have Mason Mount, which is more offensive. Bruno Fernandes, which is also more offensive. They have the Guarte, the Uruguayan.
Ugarte.
He's like a defensive.
Ugarte.
He's like a Busquets, Rodri. But they need a Xavi. They don't have a Xavi.
That's
what's
hard to
missing
find.
with Man United.
But they have also an attack. They have Højlund. He scored 2 goals
Very
in that
good.
match. Yeah, he's good, Marcus Rashford scored 2 goals.
Yeah, of
but
course.
hey, man, I
A
don't
bit
know if he's that
overrated.
good. Yeah, a little bit
But with
overrated.
the thing with Højlund, you know, last episode we were talking about who has the best celebration in football. I think Højlund has a better celebration than Bane and everyone. I think he has the best
Better than
celebration.
Gyökeres and Palmer.
Yeah, better.
What's the celebration?
He goes to the fans and he does, you know, like Roman emperors before. So he looks at the fans, does this when he scores a goal, pa, and then I think he has the best celebration.
Yeah?
I'm stealing that.
I didn't see that celebration.
I'm stealing it. He went to the fans, scored a goal, he goes to the fans, does this, pa, and then
Is it because the Gladiator came out?
I don't know, but he did
Because Gladiator
celebration.
2 just came out and they do that stuff like this.
Roman Emperor. Yeah. Gladiator 2 with you.
Gladiator 2.
With Russell Crowe.
No, it's not Russell Crowe
someone-
because he died. In
Who
the
died?
first one, no? Did he die, Russell Crowe, in the first one?
Maybe, I don't
No, I
remember.
think it's his son.
Okay, yeah.
It's Russell Crowe's son who,
Yeah.
who does Gladiator 2.
Yeah.
But I think, man U with Ruben Amorim, they're going to be good, man. And, man, if you can have Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea,
Man
Manchester
U.
United running,
And Man
man.
City. They're going to be back, Man City.
Yeah, they're
It's
gonna
not
be
like
back, of
they're going to
course.
fall off. They're not going to fall off. I mean, it's Man
Yeah.
City, right?
Yeah.
So they're always going to be good. But Man U, Mason Mount, like we said, if they can unlock Mason Mount, it'll be sensational. And they're missing a Xavi.
And that's hard to find, man. But I think, man, they're gonna be good next year. I think Man U, man, they're not
Yeah.
gonna be that Man U that we know, man. Like, I think the next, there was Arsene Wenger versus Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
And then there was Pep versus Klopp. I think it's gonna be Slot versus Amorim now.
Think so?
I think it's gonna be Amorim versus Slot, man. Those are like the 2 new coaches of the EPL. For me, I think so. Maybe not.
Yeah.
But it was Wenger, Ferguson. It was Klopp versus Pep. I think it's Slot versus Amorim now.
The most important are the teams. If you want to have that rivalry of coaches, let's say, the team needs to back it, right? So
of course.
If Man U, now I don't see Man U entering the top 3 EPL next
Maybe
year.
Mikel Arteta is gonna have something to say, man. But
Probably,
or
'cause-
maybe even that guy from Chelsea, Enzo Maresca. He looks good.
Really good. Chelsea are amazing right now. So I think
They're tied with Arsenal to be second.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bounce back season. Because
Man
last
City are
year,
what, 5th? Man City are 5th,
like
I think.
5th or 6th.
Yeah,
Because they lost like 7 in a row, man.
that's crazy.
Like across all competition, and they
Yeah.
lost 4 in a row in EPL, man.
That's
There's
crazy.
something's fucked up right now,
Yeah, I
man.
know.
But at the end of the day, man, like look at the basketball Golden State Warriors, man. Like they're winning like crazy, and then a couple of years they suck. Man, you cannot always be good, man. You cannot win 4 years in a row EPL, like even 4 years in a row.
I know. He won
Dude,
like
that's
6
retarded,
Premier
dude.
Leagues with Man City.
4 years in a row. It's like I wasn't even watching that much in EPL anymore because just Man City's gonna destroy
Yeah, I know.
everyone. Like
Yeah, no.
man,
I
like,
mean-
even if they suck for the next 10 years, they did what they had to do, man.
Of course. I mean, it's Man City. I mean, how
Fuck,
many
man.
fucking Premier Leagues do they have, right? So they don't. It's not like they have something else to prove. But the thing with football is, it's like we forget about the past. Who's the next one?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Like in probably in every sport, this is that type of mentality. And also for Barca, now we're talking about Barca. The left back Balde is really good, man. I want to talk about him because I feel like not only us, but many people like talk about him less. But he's an amazing left back, and he's doing a sensational job at Barca, and I'm really happy as a Barca.
Where is he from?
Balde,
Yeah.
Spanish.
He's Spanish?
I think so.
Oh, fuck Spain, man.
I'm not sure though.
Alejandro
Maybe
Balde.
he's French. Balde.
Maybe Alejandro Balde.
That's his name, Alejandro.
I think so.
Oh, he's Spanish.
Oh, fuck.
Spanish. Left
Fuck,
back.
Spain are so good, man.
Yeah, they're gonna be amazing.
Because Barcelona, man, they're a La Masia team, man, and it's crazy how much he's the La Masia product, Balde, man.
Of course. Yeah,
Crazy,
no.
man. They're so good,
They
man.
probably La Masia are probably the best formation center in the world.
By far, man.
I mean, if you look at the players that came out of there, just the fact that Messi came out of there, it's
Like Real
crazy.
Madrid, they don't build up their players, right, man? Those go by.
No, they have, but they're more the spending type than the
Yeah.
Barca. Barca are
They're
more
building
like,
up.
let's create a player that will suit our team. Real Madrid is more, like Galacticos, right? Like, who is the best player on planet Earth? Go and buy him.
Yeah.
Go and buy him. But Barca is more like, let's create our players because Xavi, Iniesta, La Masia. Messi, La Masia. Piqué, La Masia. Cesc Fabregas, La Masia.
Now
They're
this
all La
new
Masia.
generation, man. Pedri, Lamine, and
If you
and
think about who's recently that Barca bought, that's like, wow, Lewandowski.
and he's older.
And before that, Neymar.
Suarez, maybe
Yeah,
Suarez and Neymar were the
Neymar
biggest
also.
free agents that they brought in.
So imagine that.
Suarez and Neymar.
But the Real Madrid, every year they bought Hazard and then Mbappe and then Vini. So
Kaká, Ronaldo.
I mean, they always go and get their plus Gareth Bale, Luka Modric.
Yeah,
their
that's true.
formation center is like I don't even know. No, Ramos not even. Ramos he came from Sevilla to
Yeah,
Real
that's
Madrid.
true. Yeah, that's true.
So I don't even know who Carvalho maybe.
But it works. Their way to work clearly works. man.
Their culture is. We have a lot of fucking money, biggest team in the world. Let's go buy every
Don't
single
care,
player.
man, yeah, Balde, man. Yeah, man. They have a very good young team, man. Barcelona.
Very good, yeah. And I, like we said, I mean,
They just need to go get a young number 9.
yeah, the future is bright for Barcelona. But still, Lewandowski's doing one hell of a job. He's the top scorer in Champions League right now, right?
Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then second is Rafinha.
And I think he has the most in La Liga also.
Lewandowski.
Most goals. Yeah. By far.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's not even
Lewandowski's
surprising.
so good, man.
It's not even surprising. So we talked.
Like,
Okay.
he has a crazy team behind him, man. So he's just
Who?
feeding him.
Yeah, Barcelona,
Lewandowski.
of course. Yeah. Lewandowski, yeah. Barca in the midfield. Casado,
He's very good.
Pedri, Dani Olmo. They're
And Gavi, man.
Gavi, he's slowly coming back from injury.
And then you have
thinking-
Lamine and Rafinha as wingers, man. That's
creative
very good.
wingers also, and they're
No, they're gonna bounce back. They lost a couple in a row, man, but they'll be good. They won 5-0 today.
5-1.
Very good, man.
Yeah,
They're
it was,
okay.
It was 1-0 and then 1-1, and then some of my friends are like, "Oh, Barca's gonna lose," and I'm like, "Bro, it's 5-1. Like, it's not even close for them to lose 5-1. Like,
Man, you know what would be the best, man? Liverpool versus Barcelona in the final of Champions League, man. That would be the two best teams of Europe.
It will
man.
be the two teams who merit it the most.
Yeah.
And also, okay, this is one thing I want to touch. Hansi Flick is overrated as fuck. He, in the same amount of games, he got the same amount of points as Xavi, as coach.
Okay.
Xavi, if Xavi had this team,
You think so?
he would make it better.
But you see, I don't think even Hansi Flick is maybe the coach for the future.
Listen, Hansi Flick, okay, overrated as fuck. That was a bit like
Yeah.
dramatic. But Xavi should be head coach of Barcelona.
But they'll never bring him back, man. Would they
Wha-
bring him back?
Why not?
You think he would be a good coach?
I mean, Xavi's like, who has a bigger football IQ than Xavi, right?
He has, yeah.
like a
but,
Zidane.
but no,
He's
but,
like a
you, but you
Zizou.
need to be a good coach. Like that,
There's also
that doesn't
that.
always translate well.
Like Maradona. Maradona has probably the biggest IQ in football of all time.
You know, if they
And
could
as a
go get
coach, he was
Xavi
shit.
Alonso, but that would be impossible. He would never go to
Why
Barcelona.
not?
Xavi Alonso, because he
Maybe.
played for Real Madrid all his life.
Thierry was French and he was assistant manager at
For England,
Belgium.
For Belgium.
Yeah, and in England, no, Belgium.
No,
Belgium.
Belgium. They
Xavi Alonso would be Xavi
because
Alonso.
I feel like maybe like he's not of the new generation of coaches, of the new mindset of generation, maybe.
Xavi Alonso.
No, I mean like
Xavi?
Hansi Flick. He's
Hansi
already
Flick.
been coaching for some time. Like it's good to get like a young genius.
Xavi. Bring fucking Xavi. I swear to God,
Xavi
Barca.
Alonso, man.
No, Xavi Hernandez.
Xavi, you think so?
Bring Xavi, please. I swear to God, he's the best option for Barcelona
But
right now.
why did they take him out?
I'm not
And
sure.
he won La Liga, no?
Maybe.
I think he won La Liga
Yeah.
last year.
I'm not sure. Maybe they were thinking like, oh, it's not the time. Or maybe Xavi was like, you know what, let's just go our separate ways. But believe me, imagine this. Xavi head coach, Iniesta assistant manager.
But they have to want it and be good at it. It doesn't mean
Of
because
course.
you're a good player, good
But
coach.
it helps a lot.
Yeah, of
especially,
course.
generally, I feel like the best coaches are ex-midfielders. Because football IQ, right? Midfielders in general have the biggest IQ. But imagine, Xavi, head manager, assistant manager, Iniesta.
That would be very cool to see, but I feel like I don't feel it that it will happen.
Iniesta, I'm not sure. Xavi, believe me.
You think he'll come back?
Give Xavi his opportunity. He'll be the best manager on planet Earth.
It's hard to say. Maybe they'll just keep Flick, man, because they're having a good year.
They are. But imagine Xavi with these players.
But did he have those players last year?
No.
He didn't have. He had Rafinha last
No, but
year.
last year it wasn't Xavi. It was someone else as coach for Barcelona.
It wasn't Xavi.
It wasn't Xavi. Xavi was before that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Before Hansi Flick wasn't Xavi.
No, it wasn't Xavi. Look. Because I think
No, it was Xavi, bro. It was Xavi, then Hansi Flick.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, man. But before that
Head
was
coach.
like a Dutch guy, Ronald Koeman, and then they sucked balls, man.
Oh, yeah, that was the fucking
That
worst
was
time in
disgusting,
football.
bro. When it was that coach, man.
Wait. I'm not. Maybe. Yeah, it was Xavi Hernandez. You're
Yeah,
right.
it was Xavi, man.
And before that was
last
Koeman.
year it was Xavi,
Yeah. But
and last year they won the Liga with Xavi, and they
Yeah.
had the same players as now, I think.
no, but still, I mean, Lamine wasn't starting. He was basically
He was starting to play him.
subbing him on. So there's a big difference right now. Also, Pedri's better and De Jong. But yeah, right now they're having amazing results with Hansi Flick. But believe me,
Because they're scoring a
Xavi.
lot of goals. Maybe, man. Maybe. I feel like they have such a good team. You just man, it could work as well with Xavi, man. But I'm curious, why did they kick him out?
maybe they both wanted to part ways. Because I'm surprised
Maybe.
that they would tell Xavi, you're not doing a job, leave.
Fucking legend of Barcelona.
And also, like, I mean, if you're a bit smart, you know the team is shit also. So it's not like Xavi has fucking Messi and everyone and they're playing shit.
Yeah.
I mean, for the past 3 years, Barca were like fucking shit, bro. Not
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
but I mean, no one was talking about them winning the Champions League, not even close.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe they should try it.
They shouldn't, believe it would be amazing. And also, I don't know if you watched the Spurs, but I just want to say quickly that not Kane, Son and Kulusevski are really good for Spurs. They played Europa League, and I mean, I feel like Son's a bit underrated because he's very humble and whatever,
Quiet.
quiet, so probably has a small social media presence, not on TikTok, wherever, but he's so good, man, Son. And
He's the captain right now. He's the main man at Tottenham
oh,
right now.
he
his
is.
son.
He's really good.
He's the
Son.
main player over there, man. And Kulusevski, yeah. And also, like in attack, Solanke, Dominic
Yeah.
Solanke, they say is very good. James Madison.
But James Madison is also really good. But sometimes I question myself, how important is in social media presence for a football player right now in this day and age? Because let's say a manager, he knows, even let's say Rodri, even if Rodri doesn't have a social media account, I know like he's the best player. Like, I don't care what other people think. I'm the head coach. I decide. But for people, I feel like social media plays a little bit into it.
It's depending who you are as a person. I think it's like it's if it's for you or if it's not, like I think like you don't need to overthink it. Social media, it's like just be you, and if you is not sharing a lot, then be that, and people will like you. Or if you have a lower social media, like you don't need to. Like I feel like with social media, people overthink it so much, man. Like overthink it like fucking crazy, dude. It's not like rocket science. Like I see people obsessing over their social media, man. Just fucking be you, man.
Yeah, be yourself,
and
of
if
course.
you is posting one time per year, that's fucking
That's
you.
you,
And
of
people
course.
will,
You know.
believe me, people will like you more if you're just you than being someone you're not, man. And I feel a lot of people are like, so if son is like that, man, just be like that, man. If he doesn't have a big social media presence, man, maybe he's happier like that, man.
No,
It's
I'm-
not for everyone,
yeah.
man, to have 1,000
Of course.
million followers,
No,
man.
but I'm pretty sure, like with Beckham, Beckham, there's like we said it many times. There's more people who think that he's like a goat just because he's so fucking famous.
But like Neymar
Same goes
too.
with Bellingham.
Neymar
Bellingham
too,
also.
man. Neymar,
Yeah.
his social media is fucking retarded, man.
Yeah, but he
like,
deserves it a little bit because
But you
he's
see,
that
like
good.
Messi, he's not big on social media. He
Yeah.
posts one per never.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
He puts stories, or like, holy shit, he put a story.
and it's never a personal story. It's always like it's someone else who controls his IG. It's someone else.
You
It's
just need
not
to be
him.
yourself, man. Like, and be yourself. And but yes, of course, it helps with marketing and sales. Like, that's the world we live in. We live in a world of marketing, sales. So of course, if you put yourself more out there, you're gonna have more opportunities, of course. But it's not all money and opportunities in life.
course.
It's also a balance of life.
Yeah, of course,
Some
of
people
course.
don't want that. Like Messi, he doesn't care about that shit.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a shit
Like
about
Messi, believe me, if someone was to tell Messi, you'll be the greatest player of all time, but no one knows you, he'll be like, okay.
that. Yeah, sure. Tell that to Ronaldo.
Ah!
It's not be the worst, but the most followed.
With Ronaldo?
I think he cares more about being the most followed
Then the best.
than like saying he's the
Because
best.
then in his mind, it's like, you know what? Maybe I can say, well, if I'm the most followed footballer,
Yeah, he likes
I'm
that
also
so
the best.
much, man.
Oh no, he loves it. Yeah,
He's obsessed with that shit.
Do you ever think Messi will have a YouTube channel?
He's not that type of guy.
Never. Like even Neymar doesn't have one.
But
and-
look, Ronaldo, he does his YouTube channel, man, and it's cringe, dude.
Yeah, it is.
It's so cringe.
I said it many times. Ronaldo doesn't have the I know he likes being in the spotlight. He's a footballer. His
But he's not
dedication is amazing.
charismatic.
But he's not. Zlatan is very charismatic.
Yeah.
Zlatan would be amazing in
Yeah, yeah.
podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
But Ronaldo doesn't
Because
have it.
Ronaldo, it's like not authentic.
I don't know what it is.
No, dude, because I watch
I don't
his
know.
videos and everything, it's like he's like fake.
But you don't think that after all these years being in front of the camera that he would learn and just naturally be more authentic in front of the camera?
I don't know why. I think he cares too much about his image, man. He cares too
think so?
much because he's not authentic. He's always like acting a person.
I don't know.
Or is he just like that?
I think he's just like that, to be honest.
Because he talks also weird.
No, the way he like...
The way he...
The
like,
way he's trying...
He's not like a...
I don't know. He doesn't have it.
Like he's not like a real human sometimes. He's like a... I don't know how to explain.
I know exactly what you... I've been following this
Like
guy
he's
since
not like
2008.
it's not like a real human sometimes, but I feel like actors do that shit. They're not, they don't act real. They act like a fake human
No, but
because they're too
yeah,
famous.
But I think actors, they tend to be a bit weird also because, artistic, yeah, of course, because they're artistic. But Ronaldo, I think he's just naturally not charismatic. Like, I think maybe he
not
tries,
authentic.
like he has the look of someone who would be charismatic, but he doesn't have the personality of someone who's charismatic. For actors like, shout out Matt Perry, our producer said, they're just weird in general actors. Like you can watch many interviews, like, Robert De Niro. In real life, he's woke as fuck.
Yeah, I know.
And he used to play Mafia, Goodfellas, Casino. He would kill this guy, be like a top G. But in real life, he's like a fucking wokey
Maybe
nerd,
that's what you
whatever.
need to be like a good actor. You
Maybe.
need to be like, I don't know, man. But like, I don't know how to explain, man. But when I watch Ronaldo, it's weird.
But
dude.
exactly, to come back now to Ronaldo doing social media, I also want to touch on the Ronaldo X Mr. Beast link up was the weirdest link up in YouTube history. He was talking about, I'm going to break the internet. Of course, they're both huge famous, like crazy famous. But the link up was weird.
But Mr. Beast, the way I understand Mr. Beast is that he's like a nerd genius about like the algorithm. Because his personality, it's not the best.
No, it's not.
But like everything that goes on behind the camera, he's the best. He's
Okay.
the GOAT. He's the GOAT at that shit. But for me, he's not the best in front of the camera. He's even a little bit weird, even
Yeah.
for me, a little bit like cringy,
A bit nerdy.
a bit nerdy. But behind the camera, from what I hear from people in like social media, they say like he's a fucking genius. I listened like to a clip of Speed. He went on Shannon Sharp and he met Beast and he said, "Man, that guy like he said to Speed, dude, I can have you 20 million more subs on YouTube like this, like this, like this." He was like, "What the fuck?" It's like, do this, put this on your video, do that, I can get you 20 million right there. Like he's like a weird like that. He's like a genius in that shit.
Yeah.
Behind the camera, he could take our channel and explode it in a couple of
Yeah.
months because he's just like a God-given gift for him to be good on behind the camera.
He has the most subscribers YouTube
Because he's
channel.
a genius, dude.
I think he has
the
like
camera.
almost 400 million subscribers.
Yeah, because
fucking
he's
crazy.
a genius behind the camera. Like he's not the
Probably.
best on camera, man. He's not the best.
I mean, he's comfortable and everything, but
Yeah.
he's not the most cool, the most charismatic.
Charismatic,
He's
no.
not like, Andrew Tate is very charismatic and cool, right?
Yeah.
Like if you hate him or love him, he's funny, he's charismatic, he's cool, drives cars, he's tall, he's shredded, like he's cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like, and not only him, I mean, Kai Cenat, he looks a bit.
No, but he's good on camera.
Yeah,
I
he's
saw
good.
it. He's good on camera.
Aiden Ross, like, I think, I don't know. I just want to say that the Ronaldo x Mr. Beast link up. First of all, Ronaldo
I
maybe.
just saw clips. It wasn't good. I don't need to watch that.
I
shit.
watched the entire video. It was 20 minutes, not that long. But
But they cannot do 2 hours, Ronaldo, because he doesn't got it.
no, but I don't know.
No one will listen to it.
I don't know what his channel is about. Like, is it a podcast? Is it he just brings people?
It's like a weird
Vlog,
No, look,
podcast,
like this
like-
Ronaldo. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do a podcast. Like it's chill, like it's relaxed, décontracté, like authentic.
Yeah.
But it's full like fake and setup-y and.
But yeah, but I
he's
don't.
trying to make it like podcasty, but it's not. It's like a weird thing, man.
Yeah, I don't know what it is because when he brings someone, I'm not sure if he brings him for the guy to interview him or for him to interview the guy. Because when he brought Rio Ferdinand, but he brought Rio Ferdinand on his channel, but Rio was asking all the questions. So it's like,
Because Rio, he's good at that. Rio is good.
He's really good. But then why would Ronaldo have? Maybe Ronaldo, how he sees it, is just like, I'm just gonna give more content about my life to the people on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, and
think
he's
that's
so
what it
ultra
is.
famous, but he's not good on camera.
No, he's not. He's not.
good.
And also,
Just
I don't-
he's so famous.
I don't know why he brought Mr. Beast. Maybe because he's like, oh, I will maybe get more American subscribers, whatever. But like Mr. Beast, he knows nothing about football. Let's keep it real. And he doesn't probably give a fuck about football.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know why. Like Rio Ferdinand was smart. They're both ex-players. Rio Ferdinand is really good in front of the
Play
camera.
together, yeah.
He already has his podcast, which is Rio Ferdinand something for the name. But that makes sense. But Mr. Beast, I mean,
He's a genius, man. I'm telling you, we would give him our channel and
he would blow it up.
He would give us
Blow that
10
shit
million
up.
subs in a year. I'm telling you,
Blow
bro.
that shit up,
And
dog.
He's a genius at that
yeah,
shit.
no, he is. So now I want to touch a little bit on the NBA. So I hear talks about Jokic maybe winning his 4th MVP. I want to ask you.
He won last year.
Yeah.
He's third in a row.
No, he's 3 and 4 years.
Okay.
You know, he won
last year
2.
was Embiid.
Yeah, no. He won 2 and beat, and then last year Jokic.
Last year was Jokic
Yeah,
or
and
Embiid?
before that was Embiid.
Okay,
and then
okay,
before
okay.
that, 2 Jokic.
Okay.
So Jokic has 3 and 4 years, but right now I hear talks about him winning a 4th MVP. I know LeBron James has 4 MVPs, right?
Yeah.
That's a bit different. He's the GOAT, whatever. But I want to know, if Jokic wins a 4th MVP, what does that mean for his legacy? And does he enter the top 10 NBA players of all time talk? And is he the greatest center of all time?
And 4 MVPs, man, that's a category not a lot of players get because LeBron James has 4, but he should have had more. But Jokic, man, he's a crazy good player, man. He's so good, man. Like, man, like if he wins his 4th, man, you're going to have to put him here. He has a chip. He has a championship. If he wins his 4th, you're going to have to put him in the GOATs, man. But I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like maybe like Doncic or Shai should win this year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Luka Doncic. But if he wins his 4th, I mean, man.
How about Ant?
I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to say, man. Right now, like NBA, it's a little bit like in a weird spot right now. Like I thought Ant was gonna go crazy, but he's at like a slow beginning of year.
And how old is Ant? You know, like 24,
Like
25?
23, 24.
Like, yeah.
It's like a weird right now in the NBA. There's no like no one's
There's
speaking
no
the
LeBron.
mantle of LeBron.
There's no Kobe. There's no Michael. There's
Yeah,
no
I don't know.
Magic Johnson, Larry Bird.
There's a lot of good players, but I feel like NBA is losing a lot of popularity right now because of that.
You think so?
A lot of people are watching less because you need a LeBron James, a Kobe Bryant, a Michael Jordan. In football, like luckily we had Lamine and Mbappe, like they're carrying a little bit like.
But
Erling
football is
Haaland.
worldwide. That's way different
Yeah,
than
of course.
basket or American football.
But I think NBA, man, like it's not as big as it was, and the game changed a lot, man. But I think it's coming back a little bit. Like it was very soft last year; it was more physical. Now it's coming back. I think, man, Victor Wembanyama is gonna maybe bring it back, but he's French, so maybe not.
Yeah. But do you think if Jokic wins his 4th MVP, is he the greatest center of all time?
I don't think people are gonna say that.
You don't
People
think
are
so?
not gonna say it. They're gonna say maybe I think Shaq is better, even if he doesn't have 4 MVPs. Like I think, like Steve Nash has 2, but no one gives him a lot of credit for that because he won him in years. I was like, but there wasn't. like Kobe should have won it, but you won it. So like he's gonna maybe have 4, but it's like but LeBron was at the end. There wasn't no one really there, but it's always gonna count. Like when you're gonna look in 20 years, you're gonna say, fuck,
4
he has
MVPs.
1 championship, 4 MVPs. He's gonna be in the top 20 players of all time. That's for sure.
You wouldn't put him top 10?
I wouldn't put him top 10.
That's
I think.
too much. I think
But
that's
maybe, man. But look, of the players that I saw, top 10. Because I didn't
Okay.
see Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Will Chamberlain, Hakeem Olajuwon, like a lot of the players I didn't see.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the players that I saw, like since I've been watching basketball, LeBron James, Steph
a bit
Curry.
Kobe a little bit. In the
Kobe a
beginning.
little bit, yeah. So LeBron James, for me, Steph Curry is better than Kobe, man. Steph Curry, he's so
Oh,
crazy.
he's amazing.
Oh,
Aye,
Steph
yeah,
Curry.
yeah.
So for me, the best players I saw is LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kobe, Kevin Durant, and then maybe Jokic is 5th, man, from the best players of the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you go to the 2000s, yeah, man, he's top 5 here,
Really?
maybe, yeah, man.
Damn.
Because he's like these last
Okay,
5 years, he's been the
Shaq's
best player.
2000s.
But he was at the end of his year, no? In the beginning of 2000s.
Beginning. No, he 2000s. That was Shaq's
That was Shaq.
era.
So, yeah, so Shaq too. Shaq also, man, he was dominant. Yeah, Shaq too. I think maybe Shaq was even. No, I think Shaq he was more dominant, but Jokic is a better player.
Okay, yeah. So do you think maybe Shaq is because physically that's like who the
He
fuck
couldn't
is
stop him.
who's built like that? Like
Yeah.
first of all, but do you think IQ Jokic? Because I know Jokic
Yeah,
has
but
a
also
crazy
he's more
IQ.
complete player. Yeah, man, he's so good. Like
Simple,
his
huh?
passing, his moving, his shots, man. He's so intelligent. He's like, it's his IQ that's crazy.
I want to know about Kevin Durant, okay? Because I hear so many stuff about Kevin Durant. Some saying he's the GOAT. Others saying, bro, he's a 7-footer who can shoot and dribble and do whatever. Others saying, oh, he's not a GOAT. He's not in top 10, whatever. Where is Kevin Durant?
He's like a very, very one of the best scorers. Like if take Kevin Durant in his prime, like holy fuck, there isn't a lot of people.
Which year was
like,
that?
Like you tell a guy get me a bucket. Like he's top 3 of all time.
Which era was that? His prime? KD.
Like when he was playing for Golden State, and a little bit before that when he was
Okay.
at OKC, like end of OKC, Golden State. Like if someone says to me, "You need a bucket," fucking Kevin Durant might be the one.
Okay.
Might be even more than Kobe and LeBron,
Really?
LeBron and Michael. Like just scoring,
Offensively.
scoring. You need to get a bucket, dude. Like fucking, you give it to Kevin Durant, bro.
Really?
Because bro, like his ball handling, his shot, bro. Like
And he's
like
7 foot,
he's like
right?
a magician, bro, and it's so smooth. Like. But for the rest, he's not that good at passing. He's not that good at rebounding. He's not that good defensively. Like, go give me a bucket, dude. He's one of the best. And he won 2 chips with Steph Curry. So that, for me, takes a lot out of it. He's not a GOAT. He's one of the best players of his generation.
So is he
He's
like?
he's not a GOAT.
Would you say he's maybe like a Neymar?
He's like a Neymar, like an extremely talented player, but you don't consider him in the greatest of all time.
Okay, so like a Neymar, you could say.
But if you're talking just scoring, fuck, man.
Okay, so
He's amazing.
on one-on-ones, would he maybe be the best?
One-on-one, that's a different thing. I don't
Okay.
know. Like one-on-one, it's a different skill.
Okay, yeah.
But you need almost to practice that shit, like just one-on-one. But one-on-one, yeah, because he's such a good scorer. He's
Yeah.
just gonna. He's such a good scorer, man. He's a crazy good scorer. Maybe he may be one of the best one-on-one. Yeah.
And what do you think that recently is happening? Because many players that are really fucking good right now are from Europe, not even from America. And
Yeah. I
in
know.
Europe, in Serbia, they love basketball. Not even close to how much they love soccer. It's not even close. Like soccer first,
Yeah.
and then soccer, and then third is soccer, and then fourth is soccer, and then fifth is soccer, and then sixth is
I
basketball.
don't know what's happening with American basketball, man, because they're having a rough time.
Yeah,
like,
but Nyama is French.
Yeah, Wembanyama is French, Jokic is Serbian, Doncic is Slovenian, Giannis is from Greek. But I think because in Europe they start playing at 15, 16 with men, and in Europe it's a much more team sport in Europe.
Which
Like
basically
you need to
is.
learn how to play as a team, and you need to there's no. Like in USA, I feel like let's say Trae Young, he's a good American, but they hide him on defense. In Europe, they won't say that. Like you need to fucking defend. You're not gonna slack around on offense. Like in Europe, you need to play defense. You need to rebound. You need to pass. You need to communicate. You need to score. Like in America, I feel like just be a guy who gets buckets and stay there and hide on defense and just be lazy defensively. But in Europe, they teach you the whole game.
There's less ego in Europe.
It's much more team because you're 15 and you play with men. men.
Yeah.
They don't want to. Who the fuck are you, 16-year-old? You're gonna hit threes and not defend. Go fuck yourself. Like you're gonna fucking defend.
Even if you're amazing, just the fact that you're 16, they're gonna say, "Little boy, go and fucking defend."
Yeah,
like just the fact that you're 16, you're like
because in USA, I feel like I feel that's what's happening because kids in the USA, they're like 14 and they're like an Instagram star, NBA.
Exactly.
It's like, dude,
social
like,
media.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
In Europe,
man?
it's different.
No,
in Europe,
different.
let's say for footballers in Europe, when you're 15, 16, there's no such thing as you go on podcasts and you're a fucking celebrity. You're not a celebrity until you have a professional contract and you're doing big moves in Europe like Lamine Yamal. He may be 17, but right now he's proving himself amongst the best of the best. That's when. But when you're in academy, because in football in Europe, there's no high school, whatever, it's academies, right? And then you go pro. Even if you're the best academy player in the world, no one gives a fuck about you. You have to go pro. But I feel like in the States, maybe because America is way more social media and more, like the media, like we said last time, the media in America is amazing. Like the media is sensational. They have basketball. Mikey Williams.
Yeah.
He's not even in NBA yet, right? And he has like already like millions of followers and sponsorship deals.
I feel it's like that for a lot of kids. Like they just want to like dribble, shoot, and be famous on Instagram. Like too young, and then they don't put the hard work that they need to put to be the best. Like you need to put the hard fucking work, man.
Course.
Like you need to grind in the dark and no one sees you. And you're fucking good. Like Wembanyama, man, he's so disciplined, man. He's like 19, dude, but he's not fucking around on social media like Ja Morant or whatever the
Ja
fuck.
Morant,
He just shuts up. He's humble and he works hard, dude. He's gonna be the face of the league because he's like that. And Giannis is like that. Giannis, man, he's not that loud or American. He shuts up and he works.
Very
Jokic,
humble, very nice.
Look at Jokic.
He doesn't even have Instagram. I want to follow him on Instagram. Like, where the fuck is his Instagram? He doesn't have
Because
one.
he's just a humble hard worker.
Yeah.
And
That's sports.
Like American b-ball players, they forgot that shit.
Yeah.
They're not humble
I
anymore.
think social media is having an impact in American sports.
I think social media is having an impact on everything.
Ryan Garcia, a boxer, but he cares a lot about social media. Gervonta Davis killed him. He's not even close to Terrence Crawford, let's say. And Terrence Crawford doesn't give a fuck about social media because at the end of the day, he's an athlete who wants to master his sport. I think that's the most important. In boxing, I think that Floyd Mayweather fucked it a little bit because everyone wants to be Floyd Mayweather. Everyone wants that money.
But look, you have this much time in a week. If you put this much time in social media and this much time in sports, you're gonna be not as good as the guy who puts this much time in sports and this much time in social media.
Or
like,
someone who just puts this much time in sports and doesn't give a fuck about the rest.
Yeah, exactly. Like Jokic or Rodri or Giannis who doesn't post a lot.
Messi
or
also,
Messi.
yeah, doesn't give a
Exactly.
fuck.
Like so,
There's no
wanting
competition.
to be a social media star and wanting to post clips and to do moves, it takes time away from your week.
Yeah.
Where other guys are just grinding.
Energy and
Yeah,
everything.
of course, so energy and everything, man. So, like, some people, I think they just want to, like, it's like the argument I have on Neymar. He fucked up his career because I think personally, I don't know Neymar, but I think there was moments in his life he liked more being a celebrity than being a football player.
I agree. I don't know
Now
to which
you
degree.
agree.
No, but I don't know to which degree.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take the fact away that he was one of the greatest, and he loved football a lot. So that's why, because
Yes,
I don't
of
doubt
course.
his passion for footballing, but that plays into it. He likes.
There
to be a
was
celebrity.
moments it was like, yeah,
There was.
man, I'm famous.
Yeah, of
I have a lot
course,
of followers.
course.
Now they
Of
invite him
course.
to events. Oh, let's do social media stuff, and he wasn't training, man.
Like Ronaldo was very famous, but Ronaldo has a crazy discipline. I think Ronaldo, at the end of the day, for him, the most important was, I want to be better than Messi. Never happened. It will never happen. But he had that crazy discipline that Neymar doesn't have, Kevin Durant doesn't have. No one had, basically. I don't know who has. Maybe Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan and Kobe are like Ronaldo when it comes to discipline.
Or even Anthony Edwards, they say he's like that, but I don't think he has the talent.
I don't know if he's that. I saw on Netflix, like, there's this documentary of following 5 NFL, NBA players. And I don't think he's as disciplined because I see him eating pizza and then go playing video games.
Okay. You see?
Ronaldo, I don't think I will ever see Ronaldo picking up a PlayStation and playing video games and then eating a pizza and then having this baby mama with little baby's ex-baby mama, having this baby mama. That's not Ronaldo. So
That's the American culture, man.
even Michael Jordan wasn't like that, or Kobe. So
Yeah. I thought Ant, but I know I'm starting to think I'm gonna think it's Wembanyama, man. He's gonna be the face of the league in a couple of years.
how old is he? Like 20?
like 20, but he's so good, man. He's already top 10 for me.
Like, which type of player does he remind you of that used to play?
Like a Kevin Durant, but more complete.
More complete than KD?
More
Because he can
complete.
defend and shit?
Bro, because he like KD, but even KD once upon a time in his career he was very good defensively, but it was a short period of time.
Okay, yeah.
Just like when he really wanted to, and he was also a good, like, once upon a time KD was a very complete player.
So is maybe KD's mentality not the best?
Like, because he was like a little bit like a drama queen and like responding to people on Twitter and fighting with people, like. But like Wembanyama, man, he's people say he's like an alien. He's like so complete, like 7'2", crazy dribbles, crazy
7'5".
shot, can defend 7'5", can
Christ.
shot, can shoot, can defend, can dribble, can play every position. He's so smart, man, and mature for his age. Man, he's gonna be so good, man.
Yeah. That was it, guys. Aaron Delić podcast, episode number 49. Peace out.